Hello and welcome back to Ben and Danielle Reviews, everyone. I'm sorry this is a little different filming location this time. We took out the table in this room and I'm here on the couch right now. I did get a new board gaming table in recent months that's really nice from Game Theory. That is at the shop where I'm doing most of my gaming. I did move a lot of my games into the shop, so for better access to those games. I'm gonna be headed up there in a little bit to play more games, but I just thought I would take this time to talk about some spooky games that I'm looking forward to playing this season. I know Halloween's coming up around the corner, and I'm going to be hosting a spooky game night at one of the shops in town for that event. And so here's a few games I'm going to be bringing, or at least 4 of the 5 I'll probably bring. For this list, I excluded games like Mansions of Madness that are like 3-4 hours long, because I'm not going to recommend those for a bigger group setting just because of that reason. I also excluded games like the new Halloween edition Boop or the Halloween edition Patchwork, games like that that only play 2 players. I chose games that are 4 players or more for this list, and I wanted to choose games that play in about 45 minutes to an hour range. Without further ado, let's get started. So the first one is going to be a local design game, and that is All Hallows Eve, designed by my friend Gerald Davey at Oaken Hollow Games in Cloquet. At this game, one person plays as just the chaperone, controlling all of the trick-or-treater kids, and they are going from house to house, knocking on doors, getting candy, whereas the other players play as monsters trying to capture those kids. There's cards and there's dice, and there is movement around the board. A fun little game, definitely worth checking out. Excited to get the expansions and the promo content for this game. And yeah, I'm excited to check out. He has a new game called Skirmish. I'm waiting for him to teach me as well. Stay tuned for more content on this game in the future. That is All Hallows Eve by Oaken Hollow Games. Check it out if you're interested in that game. Number 4 is a game that doesn't have a ton of like spooky feel, like the All Hallows Eve game, where it's very much Halloween themed. This is more of a, I guess it's a scary game in the sense that it like breaks your spirits, and that is Subterra. Subterra is a cooperative game in which you are working together as cavers trying to find the way out of the cave. That's all you're trying to do, is get out. That's the sole goal. You're not trying to find treasure, you're not trying to get loot or level up your character. All you're trying to do is get out. You want to find your way out, explore as much of the cave as you can until you get to the exit. You're going to have to reveal a bunch of tiles. You're going to have to go a long ways. You're going to have to deal with floods and cave-ins and creatures from the deep. And it's going to beat you down. It's going to break your spirits. You're going to go unconscious. You're going to have to be revived, resuscitated, and running on empty. And it's going to just absolutely beat you down, make you feel like there is no hope to be had, and that is scary, and that is Subterra. Number 3 is a game that takes place in 1830s France, and that is The Bloody Inn, in which you are running an inn as family members, running an inn, and you'll have guests coming in from out of town, staying in your inn. You can get money for them staying in your particular room, or you can kill them in their sleep and bury them somewhere and take all their money. That is The Bloody Inn. It's an interesting little card game. You can have peasants, local peasants help you, or you can hire more people to join your empire, have the other guests join your empire and help you in your evil doing. That is The Bloody Inn. Number 2 is one of my favorite cooperative games I talk about a lot on the channel. It's one of my first cooperative games I played actually when I was really getting into the hobby hardcore, and that is Horrified. Horrified, the Universal Monster, is my favorite. There's a new one out, the Greek mythology. There's the American monsters, the urban legends, like the Bigfoot, the Jersey Devil, those kind of. I like this one just because I love these movies so much. But this one is a pandemic-esque style game in which you are going around a board trying to do things cooperatively. But in this one, you're trying to defeat the monsters. And there are going to be bystanders and NPC characters that you are trying to rescue, protect them from the monsters, because they will not only the monsters are not only trying to attack you, but they're also trying to attack these NPC characters as well, and you have to try to protect them, because if they die, then that goes up, increases your terror track. Once a terror track gets to the end, you lose the game. So you're fighting against the game, you're fighting against the monsters. Horrified. Universal Monsters. The final game is a new one that I got this year. It was a re-implementation of an older game called Hollywood Blockbusters, Dream Factory. It had a few names. Brenner Knizia game. Nightmare Productions, Trick or Treat Studios. Nightmare Productions is a auction style game which you are auctioning off little tiny tiles and you're placing them on your movies, and you are trying to get monsters, trying to get murder weapons, trying to get locations, directors, contracts, cameo appearances to try and have the best movie. The total value, you'll add up all the stars from all of your things to get your movie value. You want to have the best movie of each type, the best movie overall. You can also get points by having the worst movie. If you want to just go for absolutely terrible movie, you can do that. This is Nightmare Productions by Trick or Treat Studios. Definitely worth checking out. And those are my 5. I'll give you a glimpse of them once again. And thank you everyone for watching, and have a great rest of your day.